Backing up to that shot where he's hovering over the earth, one of the things I thought about, and this might not have been intentional, and I wouldn't be surprised if Bryan Singer had read the original script for Superman 2, Mankiewicz's actual shooting script.
Really?
Because before they moved the endings around of the first two movies, because, in the Donner cut, Superman reverses time, because that was supposed to be the only time that he turns back time was going to be at the end of Superman 2.
Yeah, that's where it was supposed to originally be.
And right before he does that in the script, they didn't shoot this. They never got around to shooting this. He flies up into the atmosphere and basically does this shot where he's looking down at the earth for a minute while he's thinking before he goes and starts spinning back time.
Is he hearing his dad?
I don't think that's in the script. That's one of the, I don't remember seeing that in that shooting script.
It is forbidden for you to interfere with history.
It's interesting to me that the utilization of the time reversal thing, I think, is much better executed as they did it. Even though that's not what they originally wrote.
I think it works for the movie.
Yeah, in the original Superman 2, as it is the Donner cut, it seems a little out of nowhere. And they did, obviously there was a shot, like the shot I just described, they do try to set it up more than what we actually see in the Donner cut. But it's more emotionally earned in the first film. And you could see that, I think that Donner and Mankiewicz kind of realized that. It's like, well, okay, let's move it, but we have to, in their effort to kind of squeeze it into the story earlier, they actually made it more narratively earned, I think, than it was going to be originally.
Why it's so smoothly integrated into the first movie is that they had already established the theme.
It is forbidden for you to interfere with human history.
Now, granted, 1 and 2 are kind of written as a big piece, but the theme is very well established in the first one. You're not here for selfish reasons, but he does rebel against that in order to save her. And you're forbidden from interfering with human destiny or whatever. And he's like, screw that, it's Lois.
Yeah.
And so for that movie, it works really well. It feels like it was planned.
It's really kind of brilliant. They tied it all together with that one shot of him hesitating in the clouds and looping in these dialogue things from early in the movie. That wasn't in the original. None of that was in the original script. They came up with this during the late production after they made this decision to move the ending.
It worked.
To hold off on finishing 2. It's incredible. And that's one of the reasons I say, like, we were robbed, because at this point, Donner and Mankiewicz were on a fucking roll. They really had their shit figured out. So they were going to go back and completely reshoot all of that stuff for 2, because they had to change the ending now. We'll never know what they were going to do, but I bet you it would have been a hell of a lot better than what was in the Donner cut or in the theatrical cut. Anyway, sorry.
Getting rid of Donner, it was a huge mistake.
Yeah.
But we don't live in the timeline where he got to keep going.
No.
Just let it go. Let
All
it go.